But we care about how we look.
Yes.
But we're not focusing on
what does that look like? Yes.
Determined on if we gotta wash and set or not. You know what I'm saying?
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Danielle, Dr. Beautiful, and we are doing a Facebook Live Bald Beauties. I am so excited to be here with Dr. Chapman, yes it is, and Dr. Chapman as well as Marilyn the chef. So this is the first time I'm doing a live. I'm excited. Took us a while to get here. Took us a while to start this conversation.
Yes.
But when we are ready, let us begin.
Let's go. So who wants to
Why don't you start it off? Since you have the idea. I'm
let's
excited.
Start it off. Okay, beautiful ladies, we're here. Tell me, were you going bald? Was it a choice? Was it a health condition, or what was it? What prompted that big decision? Who wants to start? Marilyn, you want to go?
I'm starting.
I love her because I can
get this party started.
Because
I
can intimidate her by just looking.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful.
So the main reason first of all, my name is Marilyn Moore. I'm the CEO of Marilyn the Chef Inc. I'm a public health strategist, a public speaker, and I'm a dope ass. Okay, excuse me. So I'm also the author of The Boner Rebel, a guide to honoring your gut, which will lead us right into the practice of my short hair. So I grew up in the Bronx in New York, and the vibe of having long hair, having a look, and that is the only look that seems to be considered attractive. Mm-hmm. And I decided to redefine myself in 2018 and say, I'm not going to have this attachment to hair to define who I am, especially when I started to work heavily in public health and supporting youth and seeing their consistent struggles with hair. This sitting in a classroom and you're trying to teach people culinary arts and nutrition, and people pull out a toothbrush and start constantly fixing their edges and doing things like that made me very uncomfortable, because all the coaches in my class weren't doing it. It was specifically the Black or Hispanic children that were just like, oh my God, if my hair is not together. And are unable to focus on the truth, which is I'm wise, I'm attractive, I'm highly intelligent, I'm creative. There's so much more going on to that. So I let go of my hair and shaved it. And I remember the barber who knew me of having this big hair. He was like, oh, I'm not cutting your hair. That don't make no sense. And then I feel like we continuing on the stigmas when a Black man wouldn't cut my hair. I said, I'm your customer. He was like, oh, that wouldn't make no sense. If you have all that hair, why would you not have hair?
Wow.
I said, what does that even mean? It is a choice. And I have 4 daughters, and it's a lot of work to constantly do your hair, the pressure of it. Yeah. I do have had some thinning at the top of my head, but I was ready. I was ready for something new. I was newly separated out of a relationship. And I said, I want to try something different. And I did. And it looked great. I feel great about myself. And it's very easy to maintain. It gets a little costly cutting your hair every other week in New York. Mm-hmm. But I was redefining beauty and setting my own standard, not a standard that people decided I had to have. Right. And that's the difference. If you are coming here on the scene to be beautiful, beauty has nothing to do with what's going on the outside, and has everything to do with who you are and what you bring to the table. Are you healing people? Are people transformed when you're in their life? Are people changing their habits and turning them into positive, healthy things? Now that is beauty to me.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Well done. So my story is not as bold, but it's definitely vulnerable. My story is very simple. So I had hair, and then I had my first child in 2018, and I got a spot of alopecia right before, and then I was able to do injections, and I got it back, and then I lost my beautiful son, Daniel Nicholas, on Mother's Day 2010, and within that tragedy, and within 2 weeks, I had no hair, nothing at all, couldn't do anything at all. Now, I would love to lie and say, oh, I was fine. No, I was not. No, not Danielle. Danielle was crying and going, how am I going to be a professional woman with no hair? Mm-hmm. Not when it became popular, when it was unpopular. So Nicholas is 14. So I've been doing this for 14 years. And it wasn't hair like Marilyn has, and she has some fuzz on the back. I have nothing. Skin bald, never coming back. Learned that at the age of 40, and lost my eyebrows as well. Mm-hmm. So when I wanted to have another child, and I decided to have another child, and the doctor said, well, you may not ever get your hair back. And I said, oh, hair is an accessory. Now, I was bold and beautiful when I said that, but inside, I was dying inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it really took a group of friends, my friend Seema, my friend Stacy, to say to me, you can do this, because my fear was that it would not be professional. They thought I was too bold and too this, really conforming to what society thought beauty was. Fast forward, now that I've been in this journey for 14 years and I see people coming out all the time with their hair in a certain level, I just say, welcome to the club, enjoy the freedom. Because it is true freedom. And I was a swimmer when I was in high school, and I used to do hair, and now I don't have to do anything. That freedom of the swim team girl who's like, I'm done with that. But also, it's just the freedom of when you have suffered with insecurities all your life, you learn how to hide. So I felt this was God's choice to tell me, oh, you're not hiding anymore. So you must see your face. And I am required to see my face and create my beauty every day. That's why I got the nickname Dr. Beautiful, working on those things. And you work on it. But even though I have no hair and I will never get hair again, what I am teaching my sons is that you are truly going to understand beauty. So my youngest kisses my head every day. My oldest was like, what's up, Mom? And I'm like, you really got to touch me? We got to go.
It's a ball that
you gotta touch me?
Yeah.
Right. But I am teaching my sons true beauty. And I know whomever they are with, they will go through the ebbs and flows of that beauty and what it is. So that's my job.
Yes.
So much fun.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing, beautiful.
Yes.
Come on, Dr. Rose.
All right. Crying on the live.
That's why I'm in the middle.
We outside
the joy, the crying, this.
I mean, you both shared something that's definitely also a part of some of my journey. I'm Dr. Beautiful. Dr.
Rowe.
I'm Dr. Chapman, founder of Artistic Soul's Journey, LLC. I'm a creator in the arts, all the modalities of the art, singing, dancing, movement. I also have a coloring book out where we'll talk about that. So for me, what started my bald journey, I was tired of covering up my areas. So where I bald at is here, like on the sides. So my hairline, technically, one side starts further back and the other one starts just a little bit in front of that, a little bit before my ear. Hairline definitely on the sides went first. Then so that was really it, but I would cover it up. I would get my weave pattern sewed in just the way so that it would cover it up down when my hair was straight down. But when I am outside and the wind is blowing in my wig, it's like that. Yeah, it's like hello. One day,
those are bad days.
And I'm like, now this was before we have all the newer things that we have, the way that you can get the lace front, right?
Yes.
At the time, it was just mainly like our wigs, or if you sewed your hair in a certain pattern. And one day on my way to work, I was about to go to work. I was just done, and I was frustrated. I was annoyed. Then the hair wasn't matching all the time. So I decided to cut it off. I cut my hair off and I stayed home for 24 hours. Like I did not go outside. I kept looking in the mirror like, girl, you cut your hair. Like, you cut your hair. Like it changed 15 minutes before that. No, the whole time. So mind you not, when my husband left, I had hair. Yeah. However, I probably had it shaved, but nonetheless, I had hair. So the whole day I was just like, oh wow, I cut my hair. Oh, wow, S-H-I-T. Oh, I cut my hair. And I was like, do I look like a boy? Are people going to think I'm a boy?
Which does happen.
Instantly assume that you are
sick.
Masculine.
Right.
Or you're sick.
Or I'm sick.
Oh my God, are you sick?
The sick part.
So
are
then,
you sick?
Yeah. No, so I was like, you know what? And then do I have to dress a little bit more, not sexual, but feminine, right? I gotta wear lipstick. I gotta wear the makeup. I can't wear like jogging pants because I'm gonna go outside and people are gonna think I'm a boy. Or, do I look like a man? Like, what does that even look like? So I had all these questions. I was home, I cut it. And then that kind of what sparked my journey. I was just really frustrated at trying to hide the process. And then over time, other hair elements started to come out. I put a lace front in my hair and it burnt my scalp. Ooh. So not the glue to put it in, the glue to take it out, the solvent. So when they be like, oh, test the little patch. No, test the little patch. I didn't test the little patch. So sister. We're having a great time. You know, I was either for my wedding, probably for my birthday at the time.
Wow.
And
Oh,
we were taking it out, and it scarred it. So
Oh.
along with the alopecia that I already was having, it scarred my scalp.
wow.
So I'm not even sure if hair was gonna poke through the scalp at all. Like it burnt my scalp. I was like,
Oh no.
So it was looking crazy.
Which needs to be spoken about before people start putting these.
Please try the things. Please do the test patch. That's how they say it. I didn't do it. And so I realized I had allergies to all hair products. Rogaine, any Miracle Grow. Remember that was out.
Yes.
I get the red pimples around my head. So my scalp, I've known, is very sensitive.
Yes.
And so that's what kind of led to me starting the journey. So my next question, beautiful ladies, emotions. Let's talk about emotions. You can look at this camera too. Like,
okay.
Emotionally, what did you feel? You know, when you first started that, your first cut, what was the emotions behind that? Did you seek counseling or therapy? Anybody can go.
So I'm going to start with that. So my nickname now is Dr. Beautiful, which I've embraced and love. But I am also the CEO and founder of Stigma Consulting Group, which is an advocacy group where I work with adults and children with disabilities like myself, who has ASD and ADHD, which I'm very proud of. And so when we started this journey in my head, it just matches, right? Why does it match? It matches because people think that women who are bald have a disability. We don't. Announcement world. We do not have a disability. Some make choices, some deal with what we have. But let me say this to you. We are redefining beauty and what it is. And men as well as women need to understand that true definition of beauty. So emotions. My emotion was fueled by insecurity. My insecurity. I talk about myself. My emotion was, I knew I was getting divorced. So that was like, okay. So I'm getting divorced now. I already said it. Right. I've been married 18 years. I'm getting divorced now. That was the first thing. My husband would say to me, I know you know what I'm talking about, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. You know how somebody says, oh, you have such a great personality. Y'all know when we were on the playground, that meant you were ugly. Stop. No, I'm gonna say the truth. Because it is true.
They couldn't see anything else.
Oh, I love your energy. Yeah, that means you're not attracted to me. Okay? That means you're not attracted to me. And every woman wants to be attractive to someone. I didn't say the world. I said to someone.
Yes.
Every woman wants someone to make them feel like the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yes.
It just has to be one.
Yes.
So you had to get over that emotion that no, I'm redefining beauty. And I had to get over that emotion. So the tears happened. But I think the hardest part about losing my hair was 2 weeks. I lost my son, Daniel Nicholas, 2 weeks, skin bald done. The hardest part was the eyebrows for me. Because the eyebrows shape your face. Yeah. So when I lost the eyebrows, I was like, no, I'm gonna have to do this tattoo, which is painful. Yes, it is. But is it worth it? Yes, it is. But I had to reshape my face, and then I really had to start looking at my face. Have you ever? One of the things I do with women that I know is say, take a minute, 1 minute, and just look in the mirror and stare at yourself without makeup, without anything. What do you see? Have you ever stopped? We're getting dressed and do all these things. Have you ever just stopped and looked in the mirror for 1 minute? It will change you. It will change you because you're looking within your soul. And we are so easy to tell people all the time all the negative things about us instead of highlighting, wow, you have great lips. Danny, that's my nickname, Danny. Oh, you have great eyes. And Marilyn, I love your haircut with the hearts in there. And Ro, I love that you have the arch on your eyebrows and
your freckles.
And your freckles. We look at, oh, I don't have this, I don't have. And we kill our souls. Yes. Because that's what we're doing. Yes. So my emotions when I first became bald I was killing my soul. I was killing myself internally. Yes. And then I had to pull myself out and do things and go to places and just say to myself, and a friend of mine taught me the mirror 1 minute. The mirror 1 minute. And I do it every single morning. I'll be late to something, which I don't like being late, but I will look in the mirror and just look and stare, even when I'm having the worst day, to see the beauty within us. So that was mine.
Ladies, I mean, y'all tapped on the deepest part for me. Definitely is the emotion. You know, just having my hair pushed back with the weaves was a thing, because that was at the time, I don't know who the model was, but there was a photo of her and her wig was flying, and you know, you could see her edges, right? And she's a model, she's amazing. You know, of course, that's the thing that we focus on, the captions or whatever. And so, you know, I was like, I'll push through. I'm gonna savor what I can, right? Savor whatever pieces of growth that I have, because I do have growth in this kind of center of my hair, but I also have female pattern baldness at the top. So, you know, when I went to the doctor and they were giving me the hair shots, I'm like, Jesus, mother dearest, or whatever. I was blessed with this.
And make it very clear. She and I were getting shots directly in our head.
Yes, ma'am.
And it does hurt.
It's not.
You're getting thousands of shots in your head to try to grow because you're struggling. So I had to say that to you because they don't understand that pain.
That's like getting the whatever for your knee, because I had gotten that shot too before, and it was painful. I didn't know how sensitive it was to get the shots there. Then I was like, okay, they wanted to do some braiding thing, and he said I just couldn't braid my hair at all because I also have dermaticulitis. The burning sensation in my head just would fall out.
Okay, got it.
So one day I had my hair braided and I felt the itch and the burning and my hair fell out. And I was like, I know I had hair there. And then I did the whole spray situation to kind of cover up the balding. So the emotion behind that, it was like very emotional. I didn't feel pretty. You know, I didn't feel beautiful. I think I had to mourn the loss of it or go through the transition of something that I'm used to having. Like my hair is my crown, whether it was mine or not, whether it was a weave or whatever, a wig, I put it on purpose, right? To match my outfit or whatever I'm going through to express something. And I didn't have that. You know, and when I cut my hair, I felt like I lost a limb, like exposure. Like now the world has to see like my whole face. Like there's nothing to hide behind. I am vulnerable out in these streets, showing showing my face, and now I kind of was able to see everything that was wrong. Mention that. Like now I'm looking at my eyes, my eyebrows, like my hair. Like now I'm judging everything, right? Because now this is what's more exposed to the world. And I had to go through that conversation of, well, what's beauty, right? Beauty is all the things. Beauty is whatever you consider beauty is. Right? You know, and they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Jesus says, I'm beautiful, right? Just the way I am. And I had to begin to accept that process. Anything else I do to me, I'm adding on to that process.
Like a vitamin.
Like a vitamin, like my clothes. You know, I change weaves like my bag. Like, why not? Right? So it's only going to add to it, right? So I had to go through loving myself, those affirmations. I had to stare at myself in the mirror, right? To see myself different. So a lot of mental work transition, like it says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I had to renew my mind about what beauty is and to be okay with self at this point, and when I want to throw on a wig, and when I want to get a lace front. So not separating the beauties by degrees. Like that's 100% amazing. But like this is not. So once I got to the point where I was okay, then I actually miss cutting my hair. Like I meant, like in the shower when the water runs, I'm like, scalp water. That's so
Isn't that a great shave? That's a great shave.
Amazing. You know, and I think you said about like the big C, right? If it's not the big C, some people don't see alopecia, all these other things as just as the big C cancer. Just as
you don't know many times how many people think that we have.
And when I say that,
all the time.
Oh
my God, is she sick? Please don't put that in the hair. Please don't put that in the hair. Or when I wear, and I'm gonna let you speak, Marilyn. When I don't want to wear a full face of makeup every day. Just let
every
you know.
day, right.
I don't want to.
That's optional.
So yesterday I went to a spa.
Yeah, you look great.
Hey, boss. No, I'm not a man. I'm a woman. Oh, because I didn't have lipstick on it. That happened yesterday twice. Yesterday twice. Because I had on hair pants. So I have to wear dresses every day? No. To go to the grocery store? I'm not wearing a dress every day to go to the grocery store. I'm not putting on full face of makeup to go to the grocery store. But all the time. And I have a deep, robust voice, which I love. Sir. How many times are you going to call me sir? No, I'm a woman with a deep voice, and let's just keep it moving.
And let's just keep it moving.
You want to talk about your emotions?
Well, everybody knows I have lots of emotions. You have me feeling emotions.
Yeah.
Deeper than I ever dreamed of. Oh, you. Like, hello. And I have really redefined attractive, American attractive woman who's a successful and smart and a doer who will bawl out and cry anywhere, anytime, any day. Okay? But the main reason is not because I'm successful or attractive. The main reason people have problems with my emotions.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying
No.
something. With my emotions is mainly because of my race. So let's get it twisted. No, let's not get it twisted. Because I've sat in other cultural spaces where me crying or expressing myself did not bother anyone in the room. The only rooms that people are uncomfortable or minimize a crying woman into like ratchet or she's drama queen or she's extra is in Black spaces, something that we have to heal from. And that's why I've dedicated my career in public health to break those stigmas so that young people do not have to suffer internally. Because I feel when I started having spots on the side of my head, on the top of my head, it only became because of health. It became from a space where I did not have actual freedom to express myself. And I was tired of seeing young ladies suffer with things like PCOS and fibroids hidden with a whole bunch of scholars at a table around them who are highly educated and got all this money, but I can't tell you I have fibroids. I can't sit down with you. I can tell you I'm about to make $1 million, but I can't tell you I don't feel well today. And my body's hurting. I feel afraid. I don't have anyone to speak to. I need a hug. So how do we define beauty? Because beauty is being able to sit in a space and be held, not physical touch, but being heard. I'm actually paying attention and listening to you. I'm actually giving you a moment of our time because that's the most sacred thing. And I had to set this standard for myself and for the people I supported. I work with older adults and youth mainly. That's what I specialize in. And I feel like a middle schooler and a 65-year-old in the same stage. They're going to do what they want, how they want it. The difference is the middle schooler is about to enter a stage where everyone's going to try to shape them into what they want them to be. The 65-year-old saying, bye, been there, done that, and you won't come over here with that bullshit. Excuse me. Okay? And that is the difference of what I was learning, what I was growing in my career. So I started with a fade just to make sure I was good. But then I realized the fade made me more masculine than the whole thing short. And I didn't realize that. So with the fade, I was bagging chicks. I was getting all the chicks. Like, hey, Ma, you want to come get with me? Like, instantly, I wanted women. I was off the market. You're not getting a man. You know what I mean? Because I had a fade. But I was still attached to, like, let me keep a little bit of hair, even though when I first cut my hair, I cut it one length. I was trying to please my mother. I was trying to please my partner. I was trying to please society. Like, oh, girl, you got so much hair. Why would you do that? I don't get what you mean. And if you know me, and if you've been following me, you know I'm going to ask people that. What do you mean by that? let's put you on the spot out here. What do you mean by your ignorance?
Wow,
like let's pause and reflect.
We got a few minutes left.
So that is how I've lived my life. With emotional freedom that is tied to our health. It is tied to hair loss. It is tied to how our body responds to aging, and everything else is how do you feel?
And this is, even though we have only a few minutes left, this is like our teaser. We want to have more conversations. We want you to send us messages and ask. We want to help you feel your journey. We want to feel your journey, but I want to ask a question.
Yes, okay.
And I think it's just a great. Tell me a statement that you would say to a person, not a woman, not a man, a person, any person that is going through their baldness journey. What is the one statement you would tell them today? What would you say to them? Just one statement.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut. I'm going to repeat it out loud because we need to hear
trust your gut. I like that.
That's a good
trust
one.
Your gut.
Very
trust
simple.
Your gut. I don't know. I feel like for me, the thing that keeps coming to mind is beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So whoever, it's how you feel what beauty is. You're beholding that, right? It's what Jesus says about me, but beauty is in the eye of whoever's beholding it. So I am beholding it. So I define what beauty is.
Mm-hmm. Mine would be welcome to freedom. Enjoy the process. Smile and know you are here. That's it. That's it.
Last question.
So much fun.
Yes. What is it? How does your board journey connect to your business or your passion? How does it tie?
I can go. So because my specialty is practicing vulnerability, which I feel is necessary if you're going to change how you eat, change how you think, you have to first get to know yourself. And that is the leader of it. Every time I would teach a course, whether it was older adults or youth who are going through all types of things, ladies, all types of things.
Yes.
At the end of every class, we say, thank you, elbows. Thank you, shoulder blades. We go over every piece of our human anatomy because I want to remind them that beside what's going on out here, there's a lot of things that need attention inside here. That it's very complex, but it's a system that actually works together. And that's what we need to do on the outside. I would say to class, now, after you did all that, now look at your neighbor and say, I appreciate your shoulders. I appreciate your hands. And you will see a connection happen because there's more to us than this. There's livers, kidney, and it's like we got the doctors over here. I got chills on my arm. Like I love human anatomy.
Digestive system.
Exactly. Ovaries. And I have one of them. So I only got one. And I'm like, thank you, boo, for my ovaries. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes. That's how it connects with the work I do.
My bonus connects with my business because I'm an advocate for individuals with disabilities. Is that I'm an example I'm an example of difference, period. And so I highlight difference. I love difference. I love uniqueness. I'm going to celebrate it. And so when I see students with disabilities who are not being treated well in the educational system, when I see adults who do not work in their companies and working in the wrong type of field because you don't know your learning style or your modality and do not accept the modality that you're supposed to have to work in the position to be most productive, that's what I do. So when I walk in the door, I look the way I look. I'm an example of that difference and I move forward. And that's how it connects with my business. Stigma Consulting Group.
Amazing. That's right. Shout out your businesses. We're entrepreneurs. We are doing the work and sharing it with community. For me, it's a therapeutic. It's the arts. It's the therapeutic arts. The art is healing without words, right? Some people pain and stresses alike when they begin to talk about it becomes even more emotional, right? And sometimes it kind of brings it back up. And sometimes in the healing process, you do need to be able to know where the root is from, face it, know it, then to heal. But what I do appreciate about art and therapeutic art is that we can color through it. I can create through it, right? I can mold Play-Doh through it. So I'm on my journey through healing, through the arts, but it's also knowing the root of it, knowing where I'm at to know where I'm going. Shameless plug, my coloring book is out, guys. And it's Women History Month, all right? And this was something Dr. Beautiful definitely say, yo, why don't we do it? I'm like, I want to do this. Yes, let's get it done. And we're here. We're going to definitely plug our business up. Follow us on our social media. Say your social media, Beautiful.
So I'm Dr. Danielle, Dr. Beautiful, or that's on Instagram, as well as Stigma Consulting Group on Instagram, as well as Facebook and X and LinkedIn. All those wonderful things.
I am Marilyn Moore, but my name is Marilyn the Chef. Yes. Marilyn the Chef on all social media. That is the name of my small business. Here we go.
And you can follow me on Artistic Soul's Journey and Artistic Soul's Journey Gallery on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Please look forward to the second conversation. We'll post it soon. Thank you to the ladies.
Thank you.
Also, make sure you go to TikToks and Instagram and go to our link tree. Go to our link tree. You'll see where I've been on podcasts. You'll see shows I've been on. That link tree is the modern website. So that's my website. You go to any of my pages, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Go to that bio, click on that bio, tap, give, and look at all the upcoming events. I just want to throw a plug. I'm having a healing, the first public healing circle on April 11th. If you like what you heard, please sign up for this. I mean, it's at Casa Pasa in Brooklyn, a Black woman-owned space.
Yes.
We're collaborating together. And on April 18th, I'm having my first Barterpreneur event at another Black-owned, woman-owned space called Classic Cups, an amazing human being. We'll be in there sharing resources with each other, bartering resources to improve each other's business, because that's how we do in these New York streets. Okay? That's how we do.
Stay tuned, beautiful people. We love you. Thank you for joining.
We love you.
Play back. Thank you for listening back. We love you.
So grateful.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.